What it do, what it is. So today I'm going to be going over all of the trades that I took this week, April 8th to April 13th. So right here are all my TradeZilla stats. So you can see my net P&L and R multiple, profit factor, trade win rate, average win to loss, expectancy, and all of my R multiples. So this is what I'm trying to focus on the most. I'm not necessarily trying to focus on the dollar amount. I'm just trying to focus on the risk. And for me, focusing on the risk is the only way that I can find any success or consistency in my trading. So as you can see here, I target 2R and I try to lose only 1R or less. And I'll let you look at the dollar amount as well, just for transparency reasons. So I made $267 this week, and these are all of the dollar amounts. 6 trades in total. I did not take any trades on Monday, and I typically don't like to trade on Mondays. I try to just collect the data for that day. However, if I see something really nice in the afternoon session, then I will take the trade. So without further ado, let's get into my trades for the week. So on Tuesday, I took 2 trades. One was a winner and one was a loser. They both had the same setup. It was a confluence of a breaker block on the 1 minute, 4 hour OTE, and a 4 hour BISI all lining up at the same time. So let me go ahead and show you that trade. So here is the framework for that trade on Monday. As you can see, we are on the 4 hour time frame, and we had a nice move down, and I had marked out the low and high of the range, and we had 2 BISIs right here. So we traded down to the lower one on the AM session of Tuesday. So as you can see here, price formed a breaker right here. We have the low, high, lower low, and then we had the nice move upwards, creating these BISIs on the way up. And before we did that, we perfectly hit the CE of the 4 hour BISI. And I took my first trade inside of this 1 minute BISI. However, I saw that we were moving down, and I wanted to just cut the trade to see where it wanted to go. So I exited right here. And then when I saw we had this nice sell side purge, I entered on the pullback of this 1 minute BISI. I put my stop at the low and I targeted 2R. Now for me, this was the best trade of the week because of the confluence of all of the setups. And if we go into this individual trade on my TradeZilla, I have my entry criteria placed, and for my breaker block, for example, it needs to have a fair value gap, which we saw. It needs to have displacement, and it needs to be in the first 1.5 hours or last hour of the day. If it falls under one of these two, then I go ahead and check that. But if it doesn't, then I want to see it in the first hour or the last hour of the day. And also OTE, I just want to see a movement off of it, and the same thing with the 4 hour. So we got all of this in this trade right here. And in the future, if I see trades like this that have a nice alignment, then I will try to take a bigger position in that trade. So moving on to my next trades on Wednesday. Again, I had a 1 winner and 1 loser, and I took 2 long trades. So let's get into the breakdown of those trades. So on Wednesday, we had CPI numbers, and we had a sharp move down, and we had an SMT between ES and NQ, where the S&P took out the sell side of the previous week, and we didn't do that on NQ. So I saw this as a kind of Judas swing, and I looked for longs during this day. So coming down to the lower time frame, the 5-minute time frame, you can see here we made the low and then we started to displace higher. So I got long on an order block, and I had placed a 50-point stop loss, and I ended up getting stopped out on my first trade. However, I was eyeing this 5-minute order block right here, and when we had a nice reaction on it, I went ahead and got long. I put my stop at the bottom and I targeted 2R or 100 points, and I ended up high ticking this, not because I wanted to exit here, just because I had reached my 100-point target, and I went ahead and just got out of the trade. So moving on to my trades on Thursday, I just took one trade on Thursday. It was a short trade, and my setup was a change in the state of delivery, and I'll go ahead and break that one down. So after the move down on Wednesday, we just kind of consolidated. We really didn't push up. We really didn't displace higher. So coming into Thursday, I was leaning bearish on the day. When I saw PPI numbers move up and then shift, I looked for a short trade, and I did that on the 5-minute. So as you can see here, I marked out a change in the state of delivery, and essentially we moved up. We purged this this high right here, and then we moved down. So once we closed right here, I immediately got short in the next candle. I put my stop at the high, and I just targeted 2R, and coincidentally again, I ended up exiting on the very bottom tick of that day. And we ended up pushing up this day, and honestly, I felt no FOMO whatsoever because I got my trade in, I got my 2R, and I was happy and I was content with this trade. So the context for Friday's long trade, if we mark out a fib from bottom and the high, we have discount at 18,302, and when we move down to the lower time frame, market opens at 9:30. We have a breaker right here. I get long at the breaker, place my stop at the low, and we move up a little bit, and then we just fake down and move down. Me being up on the week and looking at all of my stats, I just simply choose to just close the charts, walk away, and just start my weekend. I don't try to chase it on a Friday. I don't try to press my luck, especially if I've been up in the week. A lot of times I won't even trade on Friday if I already had a green week and if I already made money every single day. I just felt like we were going to expand on Friday because of the prior day action, but that ended up not happening. I felt like we might possibly consolidate in that range. So I just decided to close my charts, end the week, and walk away with another green week. So there you go. There you have it. Those are all my trades for the week. I really appreciate y'all watching and watching this far in the video. If you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. Please hit that notification bell to get notified in the future of any new videos. And I will see y'all in the next one.